All right, doing a linear regression in your calculator is pretty easy. So here I have some data, stretch versus force, right? So what I did was I pulled a spring and I stretched it and I measured the force that it took to stretch it that distance, right? And so I can see down here that this is a linear relationship, right? So if I take my data points and I draw a fit line through them, right? It'd be better with a ruler, but whatever. So here's my fit line, right? So I could find 2 points on this graph, on this line, and do point slope, right? Delta y over delta x. But if you've gotten to that point, right, and you know what you're doing now, it's just as easy to use your calculator and do it, right? So I'll show you how to do this. So on your calculator, you press Stat and then Edit. So number 1, you just pressed Enter, and it'll take you to this table where it gives you L1, L2, L3, all this mess, right? So you really only need L1 and L2. So what you're going to do is you're going to type into L1, you're going to put your X values, and into L2, you're going to put your Y values, okay? So on this graph, my X is my stretch, and my Y is my force, right? That's how I did it. So this is Y, and this is X. So I'm going to go type those into here. So let's do that. Okay, so now I have all my data entered, right? My X's are in L1, my Y's are in L2. Okay, so what you do, press Stat again, takes you back to the menu. Then go over to Calc, and you're gonna pick number 4, which is a linear regression. So the easiest thing to do is just press 4, and it'll do linear regression, right? Or you could scroll down, right? So I could go Stat, and then over to Calc, and then scroll down to number 4, linear regression. So if you did X in L1 and Y in L2, you're all set up. You just press Enter, 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 all the way down to Calculate. Hit Enter for Calculate. There's your linear regression, right? So it gives it to you in the form of Y equals AX plus B. So A is my slope, and B is my Y-intercept. So for this data I have here, I know that my equation, right, equals Y equals MX plus B. My equation is force, which is on the Y-axis, equals the slope, which is 10.87 times my x-axis, which is my stretch, minus 0.07. Right? I have the equation right there. So if you're just looking for the slope, all you have to do is read A. If you're just looking for the intercept, you just read that. Right? Pretty simple.